this one.
We have the team.
We have the determination. We are the gladiators. We fight till the end. Colombo Stars are the team to watch out for.
Keep the stars close to your heart.
The Warriors will wait for their fans.
Candy Warriors, play to win.
We're all set for the start of the 2021 LANKA Premier League. It all kicks off with the Jaffna Kings against the Galle Gladiators, a repeat of last year's final. Thanks very much for joining us. Last year we got off with a real bang as Colombo and Candy played out a really high-scoring thriller which ended in a super over. We'd love to have half that amount of entertainment today. Alongside me, Amir Sahel and Farvez Maharouf. We'll do well to have the same kind of entertainment we had last time. That was brilliant.
It was. Going to the super over, what else? You would have asked for the finals. But this is not the Coliseum. But Quetta Gladiators and Jaffna Kings, I think it's a matchup. And it's going to be a closely contested game. There's no doubt about it.
How important might the toss be?
Toss will be very crucial. We don't know whether there are going to be any dew, so that may be a factor as we saw in the T20 World Cup. So I think first game, put them in, get into the groove and take it easy.
Right, let's find out then who is going to bat and who is going to bowl. Here is HD Ackerman.
So if you're a cricket fan in Sri Lanka, it is a fantastic time because after a few months' delay, the LPL is finally underway. With me here in the middle I've got the match referee, Mr. Graham Lebroy, the two captains from the Jaffna Kings, Tasara Pereira, and from the Galle Gladiators, Bhanuka Rajapaksa. Bhanuka, you got the coin?
Tails.
Tails is the call. It is a tail. You've won the toss, Tasara. What you going to do first?
I would like to field him first.
Why do you want to do that? What's the reason behind it?
Reason is this is the first game, but you know, we don't have any idea to what's the target, so that's why we are going to bowl first.
Bhanuka, are you happy to have a hit first on this? It looks a good surface.
It looks a good surface. Of course, we would have loved to bowl first as well because we don't know the conditions much, but the track looks nice, so I don't mind batting first on this.
I just want to ask you a question.
The Jaffna Kings captain, and dew might factor in. So,
how important is the dew going to be in this tournament? We saw in the World T20, the T20 World Cup, that obviously had a big factor. Do you think it will have a big impact over the next 24 games?
Let me tell you, Matt, last season was played in the similar time in different locations in Hambantota, which had a lot of wind coming through. We had the days where dew was massive, and then some days were nothing. In Colombo, month of December, slightly cooler. So usually the talk is if it's warm and there's no wind, you'll find dew, which is a day like today. But overall, I think month of December, I don't expect it much to have a big impact on the game, just as how it was during the World Cup, to be honest.
Well, a bit of dew in the air right now, but how about the playing surface? Here's Russell Arnold.
Good to be out here in the middle of the Lions Den. It's been a while and it feels great. Yes, it's muggy, it's hot, and you can see I'm very sweaty. The LANKA Premier League, the first ball is about to be bowled. Great conditions as usual at the R. Premadasas International Stadium. The outfield, big playing area. So as a batsman, run the opposition ragged. It's not all about the boundaries. No surprises. That the Jaffna Kings have opted to bowl first because of the dew factor, and it's always easier to chase scores down. The surface, nothing much to talk about. The R. Premadasas Stadium has had good surfaces of late, good bounce, there's been good carry, and it's always your skills that have been tested. So if you're a good spinner, you'll get something out of it. A good fast bowler bending his back, he'll get pace and bounce. And a batsman, 20 overs, yes, but work your way into it. 170 is par. We are in for a good game, folks.
Certainly hope so. Thanks very much, Russell, for that. 170 is par, he says, which is quite interesting because the games that we saw here, the last games we saw, which were back in September, the Sri Lanka series against South Africa, the scores weren't quite as high as that.
I think the main reason was there was less grass. If I had a look at it on live, and it had a tinge of grass, which suggests to me the ball is good to batsman good to it's called skid on, and it's going to be free scoring. And also dew factor coming late. I mean, 170, 180, I would say a par score.
Right, so Jaffna have won the toss and they are going to bowl first. Let's have a look at the two playing 11s then for you. Gladiators on the left are going to bat. That is a strong-looking top 5 or 6, isn't it?
Yeah, Gladiators, I think batting is their strength. I mean, even Lairu Madhusanka and Isurudana, two all-rounders, can hit those big boundaries. Pulna Taranga, sensation, a leg spinner mostly, a batsman who could bowl a lot, good field, and Noor Ahmed, someone that I forgot to mention before. Guy coming in the Under-19 World Cup, Afghanistan, Chinaman, have picked up a lot of wickets, done well in the PSL. Karachi Kings in the PSL. So I think Gladiators have roped a fantastic player. And then Nuwan Tushar, the Lasit Malinga of new generation.
In terms of the Jaffna Kings, Amir, when they go out to bat, it's going to be very explosive at the top of the order. Ramanullah Gurbaz, Avishka Fernando, Tom Kohler Cadmore, top 3.
That's how it worked for them. Going hard at the fast bowlers with the new ball initially, and then stabilizing in the middle overs, and then through their captains, finish off very strongly. Both the sides, they are wherewithal to trounce each other. It's all about focusing and executing your plans in a better way. Whoever execute their plans in a better way, they should win this game.
Because there is a bit of a dew, is that going to affect the spinners? We're going to see Tikshana and Hasaranga with ball in hand first.
If the dew comes early, I think they will be affected, but Vanidhu Hasaranga, he is a sensation, so I think he'll be all right. And Mahesh Tikshana, someone that it doesn't bother much because he's more of a skidding bowler rather than trying to turn the ball. So I think those two spin bowls will come handy, as well as you have a youngster called Samuel Shan, who can hit the hard ball, can hit a long ball, and Upul Taranga batting at number 4. That is going to be the key for Jaffna. It's the middle
Does
order.
he want to bat there? He's an opener.
He's generally an opener, but Gurbaz, I understand, he loves to open the batting, and as well as Tom Cadmore. But if you get last year, Shoaib Malik did that job for Jaffna at number 4. He's missing out today. So Upul Taranga is going to be very, very key for Jaffna Kings.
Not long to go now. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, though, we'll continue our build-up and look at the two teams in a bit more detail.
Sing Nava Kalava Itiya Yali Sarasa Ekma Jaya Damu Rovama Jaya Damu Singha Nada Patura Rikati Baru Dilena Ape Kamaratina Taranga Bima Gida Rovama Kalavana Singha Nada Patura Ekma Jaya Damu Jaya Damu Satana Jaya Damu Ratama Jaya Damu Lode Siubiga Jaya Ki Hananamba Ekma Jaya Damu Jaya Damu Satana Jaya Damu Ratama Jaya Damu Lode Siubiga Jaya Ki Hananamba
LANKA Premier League 2021.
In this first game of the second edition of the LANKA Premier League, and they have decided to bowl first against the Galle Gladiators. Here are how the two teams line up. The Gladiators, who will bat first, are packed with batting. Gunnar and Kusal Mendes playing their first games in 6 months after a ban. They'll be desperate to impress. Mohammad Hafiz, Ben Dunk, Barnaka Rajapaksa, the captain, and Samit Patel make up the top 6. The Jaffna Kings, they've also got plenty of power at the top of their order with the likes of Ramanullah Gurbaz, Avishka Fernando and Tom Kolak Cadmore. They've also got plenty of skin in the bowling with the likes of Wanindu Hasaranga, the #1 ranked bowler in T20 internationals right now, Mahesh Theekshana, the mystery spinner, and also Wahab Riaz. They will have ball in hand shortly. Now, Tisara Pereira led Jaffna to the title last year. He is back, and unsurprisingly, he's pretty happy with the tools that he has to operate with.
First of all, I'm really honored to represent again as a captain, Jaffna Kings family. So as a captain, I'm really, cool man at the moment, because we done really good series last year, LPL. We have a very well balanced side. We have 11 players from the last squad. So we including only 9 new players. So that is the best thing, I think, as a team. So unfortunately, Faf not coming because of this COVID situation. So we got Cadmore. He is doing really well during the T10 series. Toib Malik is a legend. And Wahab Riaz is doing really, really good. As a unit, I think we well prepared. Last year, we grew Mahesh Theekshana. So now he's star playing with the Wanindu Hasaranga. So both spinners are really doing well. These two players inside my team, it's like a ball for me. I think Galle, they have a very good balance side, same as us. I feel so both teams are really, really good balance side.
Really nice interview that. He was really positive about his team there. Seems a very relaxed character as well. What kind of a captain is he?
He's cool. I mean, he's relaxed. He's a person who always gave the players, when he was a captain, to express themselves. And eventually, last year we saw with the Jaffna franchise when they won it, everyone came in and expressed themselves, hence they end up being the champions.
He's a key man on the field as well, isn't he? Particularly the power down the order that he provides.
When you talk about him as a captain, he's unlike his batting. He's imposing when he goes out there to bat, but not as a captain. Very relaxed. And last year, the way he handled situation tells me that he just tries to find out the ability of his team, and then he knows on what kind of a situation I am going to introduce a certain talent. So what he does is he knows the team very well and he calls at the right moment.
And he's retired now from international cricket, so these events are like World Cups for him, aren't they, almost?
Absolutely. I mean, he retired just before the World Cup, went out in CPL, now plays franchise cricket as a freelance. So I think, you know, the international pressure has gotten rid of his ability. So I think now he can be himself. When he plays international, yes, I mean, too much pressure, but he can't express himself. He has struggled. But now, being a professional pro who travels around, now he has to live up to the expectations. So I think this is his stepping stone to get other gigs going around.
Right, let's get a view from the opposition camp then. Mohammad Hafiz has been around the block, hasn't he? And he's also confident in the players he has alongside him.
We believe we have a very good combination when it comes to the youngster and also the experienced guys in the side. Some of the Sri Lankan guys are very good. They have done a great job for their country, and also in the last edition we played as a team. They were brilliant. So as a team we are very confident. We have batting and bowling and very balanced side, and hopefully we will start well. The conditions in Sri Lanka are challenging. You need to have good fitness, number one. Teams has to play spin as well. It does a little bit with the new
LANKA Premier League 2021.
Going to be Avishka Fernando, Ramla Gurbas and Tom Cat. I think fast bowlers or spinners.
Jaya Gamu, යාලි සරසා එක්ව ජය ගමු ඔබම ජය ගමු සිංහනද පතුරා ක්‍රිකට් කරු දිලෙනා අපේ කම රකිනා තරඟ බීම හිර ඔබම කලවන සිංහනද පතුරා එක්ව ජය ගමු අපි ජය ගමු සටන ජය ගමු රටම ජය ගමු ලෝකේ සිව්දිග ජය ගීහන නම්පා එක්ව ජය ගමු අපි ජය ගමු සටන ජය ගමු රටම ජය ගමු ලෝකේ සිව්දිග ජය ගීහන නම්පා
Lanka Premier League 2021.
Let me tell you about cricket. It's not just the poster on your wall. Cricket is the fingers you break, the sacrifices you make. This is the game we play. It's what we do. 100% cricket.
Beautiful shot from Brad Coley. Just a pure shot.
He's the master of the chase.
Wonderful timing. Go on, take it.
They are the champions. The Kings have returned. Jaffna Kings, the winning combination.
Giant killers, remember that.
The Dambulla Giants means business.
We have the team.
We have the determination. We are the Gladiators. We fight till the end.
Colombo Stars are a team to watch out for. Keep the stars close to your heart.
The Warriors will wait for their fans.
Candy Warriors, play to win.
Hello and welcome to the Al Premadasa Stadium in Colombo for match number 1 of the Wolf 777 News LPL. It's the Galle Gladiators who are taking on the Jaffna Kings. A little bit earlier, it was Tesara Pereira from the Jaffna Kings who called correctly. He won the toss and they decided that they would have a bowl first. These are the two teams alongside me. Russell Arnold, former Sri Lankan batter. Russell, what do you think of them?
Good evening, everyone. Good to be here in the heart of Colombo. The two teams who were the finalists in the first edition. Danushka Gunatilaka, Kusal Mendis at the top. Now, there's a lot of experience and firepower. Mohammad Hafiz. Wow, there's an all-rounder for you. So that experience should go throughout that team. Ben Dung, the wicketkeeper from Australia. Bhanuka Rajapaksa, finding his confidence and his feet at international level. He captains the team. There's Samit Patel, who's moved across from another team. Lahiru Madhushanka, Isuru Udana, Pulina Taranga, Noor Ahmed, the fourth overseas player in that team, and Nuan Tushara, who's somewhat a Lasit Malinga look-alike. That's the Galle Gladiators team for you.
Well, the two umpires will make their way onto the field. We know that the world is starting to just slowly but surely come out of this global pandemic, but it's still important to remain hygienic, keep those hands sanitized, wear those masks, and make sure that we social distance. Alongside me, I have former Pakistan batter Amir Sohail. Amir, that Kings side looks a good side as well. Well balanced. Ramanullah Gubars at the top of the order, who played so well in the T10 in Abu Dhabi just a few days ago.
Yeah, both sides have good combination, good composition, and both the sides have good composition. They've got explosive players, reliable players, and they have few players who could really impact the game. So it's a great matchup, and one should expect a closely contested game.
And Russell, a great moment really for Sri Lankan cricket. We know that this is the second edition, but they've really been trying to get this competition up and running.
Plenty of challenges, that's for sure, from very different angles, but the battle's been on. To get the show out there, the challenge is to improve on that first edition, which was held last year around this time, which was a very big success. Not only the fact that Sri Lanka went on to identify lots of youngsters to represented them in a very positive way in the recently concluded T20 World Cup. So it's about taking another step forward and facing challenges. That's the name of the game, that's life, but overcoming them, and that's Sri Lanka cricket have done.
Yeah, the new ideas always have those teething problems, but the way were handled by the Sri Lankan board, Sri Lankan administration, Sri Lankan sports ministry, health ministry, I think they should be lauded.
Leading run scorer from the last tournament, Gunatilaka was very, very consistent in every game that he played, except the final. That cost the Galle Gladiators.
Just going back to the organisation around this tournament, as we see Kusal Mendes, who will be partnering him at the top of the order. Only a few people in the ground. We know that we cannot have 100% capacity, but it is fantastic that the authorities have managed to allow a few spectators into this wonderful stadium here in Colombo to enjoy this spectacle.
Baby steps, of course. See how this goes, and I'm sure things will only get better. Suranga Lakmal, the leader of the bowling pack when it comes to red ball cricket, but he's got a good role to play. Hits the top of off consistently, gets the ball to move around, and he's very useful in the power play overs.
Yeah, he's one who's stickler for accuracy. At times you see him sacrificing a lot of pace to get those balls in the right areas. And he get that appreciable deviation of the surface to put the batsman in a spot of bother.
Umpire Kumar Dhanasena, who will be the umpire on strike, who's going to get things underway, and it is Lakmal with the new ball, and here we go. Runs for Mendes to get things underway. A boundary to start.
Gunatilaka was ready for this one. Offered a bit of room outside the off stump and dealt with beautifully. He didn't mind hitting the ball in the air. It was in the gap, and he's been rewarded. Great start.
Width was the key. The ball just didn't swing. You can't blame Suranga Lakmal for looking for that length. But as you saw, the ball just went on with the angle and ended up giving Gunatilaka that width he needed. Around the wicket now to cramp up the left-hander.
And there was width there as well.
The only difference on that occasion, yes, the width was there. The ball shaped in. Gunatilaka was looking to play the ball away from his body. He did that on the previous delivery, but not this time around. That's experience for you, which was shown by Lakmal.
The Premadasa, we're a little after 7:30 local time in Colombo. The weather has been fine all day, a little bit overcast. Whipped and punished. This is a wonderful start.
That was brutally handsome, wasn't it? A lot of disdain in that one. Width was there, but this time around, he erred in length. It was a bit short, and that was more than enough for a left-hander. It disappeared for the second time over the boundary line.
It's not moving at all. Good batting conditions. Looking at the pitch before the game, they thought our score would be 170 to stay in the game. Of course, teams like to chase. The dew can be a factor later. You can't keep bowling like this. Lakmal has to change it.
High into the air. Here's an opportunity. Backpedaling the captain. He's got it. That's a wonderful catch. This over's had everything.
Oh, Tissara Pereira, he needed that. That was hit high in the sky, and running backwards, never easy. Generally, you want to be looking over your shoulder, but Pereira turned and he kept going. That's the quickest I've seen him run. He wanted that catch.
How many boundaries you want to hit in 1 over? How many? Do you want to kill the bowler? Didn't happen this time around. What a brilliant catch from the captain. Leading from the front. Wasn't easy running back, but how well he judged that one. 8 runs for Gunathilake, and he departs. 8 for 1, Gladiators.
Mohamed Hafiz, the new man. Don't be fooled by the age on the right-hand side, 41 years of age. There's lots of experience. He's still in pretty good nick, and he still turns out performances day in and day out.
A wicket followed with a wide delivery.
The batsman crossed, so Kusal Mendis is on strike right now. He changed the length. The 2 boundaries that were hit before indicated to the batsman that this pitch is good. You just wonder whether that 170 hit or we need 200 plus here.
That was a slog. Yes, dragged the length short on that occasion, Lakmal. Where was the footwork? Had he moved his back leg, another boundary was on the offing.
That's runs for Mendes. The outfield's good, but they'll have to run him.
Yep, the boundaries are on the offing. That was on the legging. So it's just a 2.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, because the first 2 deliveries that get hit for 4 are bad balls. And that's just what you want as a batter in the first over of a game. I've had a look, I've seen the pace of the surface. It is a good one, but there's no need to go looking for an extra boundary when you've already got 8.
And the reaction from the fast bowler is going to be after he's hit for 2 boundaries through extra cover. He's going to drag the length back. Move your back leg. He didn't. That's why he's sitting there in the dugout.
And now a single to complete the first. An exciting one it was. 12 for 1.
This is my wallet before, and this is my Ridge wallet.
It's smaller, lighter, and a lot more convenient than my old leather wallet.
And helps me get rid of all the junk that I've collected over the years.
The Ridge is a huge upgrade. Get your Ridge wallet at ridge.com.
An indifferent first over for Lakmal. He strayed in line and length, but he eventually got a very dangerous player. Gunathilake. $12 for 1. This is all about the catch for me. There's a 4 and a 4. It's wide. They punished. No need to really go looking, but he does the left-hander. This is a lovely catch.
This is never easy. Look how far Tisora Pereira has run. He has to be in the 30-yard circle. He turns and runs. They needed that one, and that partnership broken early. That's good for the Jaffna Kings. Danushka Gunathilake and Kusal Mendis are a dangerous partnership.
There's going to be Dikshana to share the new ball with Lakmal.
Come boys, come boys.
Yes, the standard of the fielding in the first edition of LPL wasn't that great. But seems like they have realized the importance of fielding and catches. Starts off well.
Catching at 100% this tournament, Rahamir.
You think so? Oh, look at that. Commitment. Just kept on looking at the ball. Didn't swerve. Oh, that one. Moved in the air. Tipped at the last moment.
Mahesh Deekshana was a part of the Sri Lankan team at the T20 World Cup. Did really well. They missed him at a certain stage. He was injured. Very good in the power play. He's one of the players the Jaffna Kings have retained in their team from last year. 2 overseas players and 4 local players were allowed to be retained by each team. Deekshana was one of them.
Deekshana never conceded more than 27 runs in his 4 overs at the World Cup. His economy rate over the course of his T20 career is 5.3, around 5.3. That's exceptional.
Yeah, that's very important for any bowler in T20 format. To make the batsman play the ball very late. And with his variations, he forces the batsman to play the ball very late. When you're looking to hit big strokes, you need to meet the ball early. See? He was charging down the track. Mohammad Hafiz had to be watchful. Deceived him in the air, forced him to play the ball late.
Came a little too early, didn't he? That allowed Deekshana to change that length. Couple of variations. The key though for Deekshana is that he bowls wicket to wicket. Gets one to skid through the carom ball type of delivery.
Well, I'm so glad that you two are sitting alongside me because I can't pick him and I've got the benefit of replays up here.
We are lucky to be sitting here, not out there in the middle, especially playing a T20.
$15 for 1. There's a long on, there's a deep square leg. He's behind square. Tight over already. 2 gone, 15 for 1. Ben Dunk, the Australian, then the captain, Rajapaksa, both sweet strikers of the cricket ball. Samit Patel from England.
Three left-handers to follow. Dunk, Rajapaksa, Patel. Just wonder whether they'd like to mix that up. Samit Patel's a right-hander, correction. Rajapaksa generally bats at the top of the order, but of late they moved in to the middle order at the Sri Lankan team. He looks like he likes that position and he's opting to bat at 5.
Yeah, he was very consistent in that T20 World Cup. Vabrias. No! Just starts off with a no ball.
Consistent.
With what?
Well, shortish run-up. Generally, he's got a longer one. He charges in. And he spent time out there getting the tape measure and marking his run-up out. Now, he does have problems with bowling no balls. I remember a spell against Australia. Shane Watson peppered him. That was brilliant to watch. Got him, but bowled a no ball. That was a no ball.
They found the right length and line for Vabrias. It was a no ball. It's going to be a free hit. Mohammad Hafiz on strike. That's why. And the captain has the luxury to change the field and place the ball fielders where the bowler wants them to be.
Field can change because the batsman did cross. So deep square leg goes out, third man. We're still in the power play overs, hence just 2 allowed outside the circle. Third man's coming in. Fine leg goes out. Not rocket science. He's going to try and bowl a bouncer at Kusal Mendis' body.
Oh, that's going to go away, isn't it? It's going to go. Couple of bounces and away for 4.
These are the perils of bowling a no ball in this format, which as it is unforgiving for the bowlers, and you bowl a no ball.
It was predictable. Correction, it was Hafiz, not Mendes. Got it pretty much all right, but in this game, this is what happens. He's defeated Hafiz, and that top edge just flies away. The runs are flowing for the Galle Gladiators.
Ask the coach of Galle Gladiators and Hafiz's teammates. They'll say that was a good shot. That's the nature of the game nowadays.
Coach of Galle Gladiators, Umar Gul. We like Gul.
Yeah, he's making his mark as a coach, Umar Gul. Introduced into the coaching panel last year.
Good fielding, got a hand to that. It's Avishka Fernando. For a moment I thought it was Wawindu. You need that.
More runs. Fine leg is not very fine. He's at more deep square leg. The boundaries are flowing.
He's been all over the shop. Wahab Riaz. He's already bowled all the lengths in this over.
And it all comes down to that no ball. That's put him under pressure.
And that's just helped. On its way, isn't it? Because the line was around just outside leg stump. That's better, but that's beautifully played. Able to rotate the strike after a boundary. This is good batting. Without a shot being played in anger, the run rate reads 10.
And you're right, the only shot that they've played in anger, they lost a wicket. Control your temper.
Yeah, you have to school your temper, especially as a batsman in this format. There's no point going the manic way if it's not needed. Relying on conventional strokes, even in this format, has a price.
Does seem a good wicket. That just skipped on that last delivery.
And we just look at the run scored. It's only the third over. The spinner got away with it. The two seamers have gone for plenty.
And it's because of the line and the lengths.
Slip is out. And he comes into a mid-wicket. Fine leg up into the circle now. So the man on deep square leg and a third man. Those are the two boundary riders inside this first 6 overs of this power play. And it'll be a single to end the third, 28 for 1. And the outfield is a good one here. I suppose like a lot of cricket grounds around the world is sort of like an upside down dinner plate, how it runs away towards the boundaries. Already the 4 boundaries, just the 6 dots inside the first 3 overs. The run rate's at 9. We've had a free hit already, and it paid the ultimate price. It went for 4. Jaffna was impressive in his first over. He just went for 3.
And I just get the feeling Thisara Pereira has been forced into going for a second over with Jaffna. Spin overs in the middle. Very crucial in trying to choke the opposition. There's one into Hasaranga. who you, of course, you'll bank on him at any stage of the game, but you like to delay his impact.
Not only he wants to dry up the runs, Pereira as a captain, he's looking for a wicket here as well through Tikshana, and who's got the ability. Oh, that was a poor delivery. And a player like Mohammad Hafiz is not going to miss out.
He created that, trying to come down the pitch earlier. Does the shimmy very well, and that forces Tikshana to go into the pitch. There you see that front foot gave Tikshana the impression he was gonna come at him.
Yeah, consistency has evaded Mohammad Hafiz of late. That's why he's been watchful.
The other thing about this is that because of the amount of runs that they've been scoring, and freely so off the seamers, they don't have to take any undue risk against Tikshana.
Talking about pace in the Jaffna Kings team, there's Tisera Pereira, we know what he does. Not express, gets out his variations. That was Fuller, that did skid through. So Hafiz doing the right thing, trying to play off the back foot. Then there's Jaden Seals now. He can get it through. He's one of those who can hit the deck, and I think he'll get something out of this pitch.
Here's an indication of two players that haven't batted together for unsure, should I run, should I not run?
What's Hafiz's instinct in calling for a run?
There has to be.
Or does he just able to revert to English?
He knows the language. He can speak 3 languages. He's not hampered there. Talk about his partner. It's the eye contact. End of the day, isn't it?
Look into my eyes.
Oh, that's gone fine. That's gone fine. Given up the chase already. It's a boundary to end the over. Another large one. 4 gone, 37 for 1.
We found a movement because we believe you shouldn't have to choose between a great watch and a fair price. Our watches are uniquely designed in-house, clean, modern watches, crafted with top-tier materials. Join the movement now at mvmt.com.
So 2 simple boundaries in this over. It's just a traditional leg glide. Lovely to see. Pull those masks up, gentlemen. And lady. $37 for 1 after 4. There's lots of excited faces in the crowd. We can't have a full house here. Not enough tickets. Well, when I say not enough tickets can be sold, they're not allowed to be sold. There's just a certain allowance as far as the numbers in the ground are concerned, and it's nice to see that we do have some fans here. Here's an exciting prospect. Jaden Seals.
Third man, deep square leg. They stay out. 2 more overs of the power play remain.
Both these batsmen are batting beautifully without taking too many risks. They are scoring at a rapid pace.
Mendes looks calm. He's off to 15 off 9. 2 boundaries, and they've both been deflections, using the angles, using the pace. And that's very important. If you can score quickly and stay calm like Kusal Mendes is, then you're setting yourself for a big one.
They have created those chances to score more than 60 runs in power play. He started off well.
So that's hitting the bat hard. It's hitting high up on the bat as well. The splice. Good pace in the surface. When it comes to T20 cricket, this is what the players like this. They like the ball coming on. During the World Cup, we saw some different pitches. Some that were good for batting, others that were tricky because they were a little bit slow. This looks a good one for batting.
On the taller side, this pitch is a good one. I've mentioned that earlier. Anyone bending his back will get something out of it, and Seals seems like that type of bowler.
See, he knows Sri Lankan wickets very well. He gets to the ground, Russell Arnold, he smells it and calls it.
His partnership now worth 32. Couple of boundaries in the first over and a wicket. It was an eventful one, and I'd like to say that things have calmed down, but they haven't. We've still seen plenty of runs. No opportunities for the bowling side. Here's Seals again. That shouldn't be a wide.
3 deliveries that is bowled really well, and the pressure's on now. This was Wabriaz and Mahesh Deekshana who are up against this partnership. You can see the ball straying, going down leg side, the length. 32 off 26 after losing that early wicket. Got the foundation right, the Galle Gladiators. Now Jayden Seals, the length, the pace is now forcing the batsman to take chances, which we haven't seen at all so far.
This is in the air. The keeper wants it. He calls for it and takes it. That's a good catch. Ramanula Gurbaz, and Seals has the second.
He saw the intention of the batsman and looked to cramp the batsman. The line was absolutely perfect on that occasion. The length also was effective, but the line for me impelled the batsman into taking few chances, and when you're looking to hit the ball, pull the ball, you have to meet the ball at arm length. Wasn't the case.
Arm's length all right. Gurbaz does the right thing. Outstretched. Never easy, those catches. Kusal Mendes looked good in his brief stay. 16, he's made 40 for 2.
Ben Dunk, the new man, 34 years of age, and he knows Mohammad Hafiz very well because they teammates for the Lahore Qalandars in the PSL. That is sweetly timed. They'll get a single, which will end the over. That's a good over by Jayden Seals. 5 gone, 41 for 2.
The first 3 things you gotta know are crispy, juicy, tender. The second are warm, pillowy, and deluxe. McDonald's Deluxe Crispy Chicken Sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
.41 for 2. 5 overs gone. A crucial wicket, that one. He's continuing to try and get down the track to Deekshana. Not working out for him so far.
Okay. Yeah, cannot tell from that. You need to confirm whether there is any black. Give me all French, please. All French coming up. Okay, roll it. Up to the pads. Confirm it's a flat line when the ball passes the back. Confirm no back in ball. Give me ball tracking when it's ready, please. Stand by Ruchi waiting for ball tracking. Still waiting for ball tracking, Ruchi. Stand by. Ball tracking coming up. Original edition is out. Pitching in line. Impact umpire's call. And wickets missing. Ruchi,
that's
I recommend that you change your decision.
It looked much closer than that. Ruchi can't believe it.
You're on screen now. You can make a decision.
His facial expression tells a story.
Thanks, Eman.
Review retained. The Galle Gladiators thought Ben Dung from the non-strikers end played a huge role in convincing Mohammad Hafiz to take that retain.
Down he comes again, lofted, hasn't got enough on this. He is gone now, Mohammad Hafiz, trying to go for a maximum, and Tikshana has his man, 41 for 3.
Avishka Fernando, the catcher, down at long on. That was a big miss. Mohammad Hafiz had a reprieve, he reviewed, but straight away down to long on. And a fairly simple catch. Eventually, Avishka Fernando taking it quite easily. Tikshana, the man, he is delighted. That's the third wicket gone. Hafiz out for 15 of 18 balls, 41 for 3.
The Galle captain, Barnaka Rajapaksa, comes to the crease. The second batsman there who hasn't faced a delivery. All of a sudden, this is turning out to be a very good power play for the champions, Jaffna. 3 balls still to go. And Dunk will face the mystery spin of Tikshana. Been watching at the other end. All the drama has been unfolding.
Yeah, he's looking for wickets here. Another look. Mohammad Hafiz looking to clear that long on fieldsman and eventually holding out. That was a wasted opportunity. Well, the Gladiators will be disappointed.
Down the leg side, Mahesh Tikshana this time. Upul Tharanga from short, fine leg in pursuit. Cutting off his couple of runs. Mohammad Hafiz, I just thought, it's premeditated. It's down the wicket even before Mahesh Tikshana delivered the ball. Look at that. And wasn't pitch of the ball. Mahesh Tikshana seeing him coming down, pitching it shorter, hence not get the elevation. Easy catch, Avishka Fernando.
And he's a difficult bowler to get down to as well, isn't he? Because of the pace that he bowls at. Hafiz seemed intent to do that right from the start of his innings. Last ball of the power play. Turn for Tikshana, genuine off break. That'll get them thinking. 43 for 3.
This is my wallet before, and this is my rich wallet.
It's smaller, lighter, and a lot more convenient than my old leather wallet.
And helps me get rid of all the junk that I've collected over the years.
The Ridge is a huge upgrade. Get your Ridge wallet at ridge.com.
Pacey ball. He was going at 93. Now that's quite sharp for a spinner. Really went quickly. Well, that's a very good return for the Jaffna Kings. 43 for 3. We've got some big wickets here.
Kumar Dharmasena signals for the end of the power play, which means the field can now spread. It also means the fielding side now have the option of taking a timeout between now and the end of the 9th over. Batting side will be able to take their timeout from the end of the 13th over to the end of the 16th. Pace of Jaden Seals to continue. He's already picked up 1 wicket. A quick single. Pretty comfortable in the end. Thanks to all of our sponsors: Daraz, Red Bull, CBL Munchie, Dialogue, NLB, Multilac, Emerging Media, Dettol, Cycle Pure Agabati, Tyan Steel, Mac Tiles and AIA Insurance. Appreciate all of your help, and I'm glad I managed to get all of those in before the next ball. Only a good hard length at the moment, Seals.
I got quite surprised as well, Matt, that Seals didn't take the new ball. I would have thought with Dhanush Guntalaka and Kusal Mendis has not played any competitive cricket for a while. They'll be rusty. But the pace of Jaden Seals could put the troubles in. But still saying that, Jaffna Kings would have had their plans. And so far, everything has gone to the plan.
He's rushed the batsman once again there. No timing from Ben Dunk. Picks up a single.
Well, the power play was mixed. I thought for a moment the Gladiators were running away with it. But then the Kings came back quite strongly. Dhanushka Gunatilaka, outstanding catch by the captain running back. Never easy when it falls over one's shoulder. Kusal Mendis, Mohammad Hafiz. And then this was Kusal Mendis, completely done by that extra bit of bounce. Good catch by the keeper. And then it was Mohammad Hafiz's turn. Premeditated, caught in the deep.
Oh, slower ball bouncer there, I think. Completely deceived Rajapaksa. Good bit of bowling. 121 Ks.
Another look, this is Mohammad Hafiz. That's the premeditation. He was looking to come down the pitch. He was looking to go over the top. Tikshana was good. His length was perfect. Dragged it down, fired it in. And Hafiz just couldn't get there. Brilliant piece of bowling by the young off-spinner.
Banu Rajapaksha most likely be tested by Jaden Seals with deep square leg, fine leg and long on. Saving the boundary. Quick shot. In the gap, or the bit could have failed in there. And that's just definitely saved 2. Definitely the 2 umpires will have a chat to the 3rd umpire.
Rajapaksa is very strong off his pads. Anything on his pads, he will go strong. His wrists are pretty strong. And there you are, just working it. And just those strong wrists. I've seen him flick those for sixers. Good work, as you said. Excellent work in the deep. Definitely saved 2.
Kola Cadmore out there. TKC. That's going to be his name, I think, during franchise tournaments. Might be 2 here. They've pushed hard. Just the 1, though, in the end. Big boundaries here at the Prima Nasa, so there are opportunities for 2s. 48 for 3.
pressured into buying a store's overpriced electronics warranty. Upsy offers affordable and reliable warranties for all your electronics and appliances. Visit upsy.com today.
And dots in there. Economy 4.67. Excellent start by him. Lucknow was expensive in his one over. Did pick up a wicket though. Wahab disappointing. His first over went for 13. And Jaden Seals has been impressive. 2 overs. 1 for 9. Still no Hasaranga yet.
The plan for Hasaranga is to bowl in the second half of the innings. This is Shamwashan. Pulls a bit of off spin. Another player who's come through the under-19 ranks. A player that the Sri Lankans had a lot of hope on and hope that he would go on and make it big. Mahesh Deekshana, you spoke about him. He's a very interesting addition to this side because he was a supplementary player last year with the Jaffna team.
A tactical move by Jaffna Kings skipper Thisara Pereira, bringing in Shamwashan's part-time off spin. The 2 left-handers in Ben Dunk and Bhanugaraja Paksha.
Just the one on this occasion. Hassan does well to get out to that delivery. Go back to that battle between Tikshana and Hafiz. Really was keen to get down the track. Second delivery almost LBW, and then that third delivery, big spin on that one, 2.1 degrees, and that was what did for the experienced Pakistani. Hit him very high up on the bat. No timing whatsoever.
Shot. Ben Dunk, powerful sweep. Good bit of fielding by Mahesh Deekshana. Bowled well, fielded well. Was injured during the T20 World Cup, but injury didn't keep him much away. And look at that piece of fielding.
I think I need to correct myself. Brilliant fielding. Deekshana, he was not a supplementary player, but he was identified by Thisara Pereira and specifically picked for the first edition. Look where he is, man. He is now in Sri Lankan colours, bowling in the power plays, and it's retained by Jaffna. So this is all about, this is exactly what Sri Lanka needs to achieve with a tournament like this. Identify young players.
Hard sweep again by Ben Dunk, this time finer. But once again, straight to Tikshana, so just a single for him. Just 14 runs off the last 22 balls. Just getting stuck in a bit of a rut here with Galle Gladiators after a promising start.
Still a lot of batting to come for Galle Gladiators. Samit Patel, Madhusankar, Surudana. Good shot by Bhanugaraja Paksha. Hammered it to score point for a single.
8 done, 53 for 3.
I'm Dr. Lakeisha Simmons. 4 years ago, I was a single mom and I was living paycheck to paycheck. That's when I downloaded the free Personal Capital app, and it changed my financial future. I linked all of my accounts and I instantly saw where I stood. I was able to track my budgets and spending and see how that affected my net worth. Now I use the retirement planner and I monitor my entire portfolio. 4 years later, my nest egg has grown and I'm ready to retire.
Download the free app or go to personalcapital.com today.
Score at the pitch report.
Right, we're going to see the captain, Thisara Pereira, retired from international colours but very active in leagues, and he is a big draw here. Wherever he plays, he's a striker, someone who can use the long handle, who can hit the long ball. A powerful striker of the ball, lots of experience, 298 games.
Oh, that's a miscue. Complete miscue from Rajapaksa. I think he was very early on that shot. Lucky he didn't go straight up in the air, really.
Bhanugaraja Paksha will be liking to the space. Jaden Seals was much quicker, did trouble him, did make him quick, play very quick, and Thisara Pereira hovering around 120, 125 straight away off the edge of the arm. Lucky not carrying to the cover point fielder.
Down the track goes Dunk, miscue, but he's just cleared the man at mid-off. And that might even get to the boundary, it does. Slide by Lucknow can't prevent a boundary, so that's the first boundary in a while.
Yeah, mid-off inside the 30-yard circle and just hitting it on the up. Good use of the feet by Dunk. Just clearing mid-off. Great effort by Lucknow, really good commitment.
First boundary is the end of the fourth over. It's well timed by Dunk. He'll pick up 2 here. Shana gets round.
Ben Dunk, timing the ball ever since he came in. Looks like he had a long net session before this game. Someone that Gladiators have picked up, done really well in PSL, in Big Bash. Pretty sure with the tournament going to the deep end, experience of Ben Dunk and Mohammad Hafiz will be very, very handy.
Oh, big heave there on Galle against the direction of the ball. Well, Ben Dunk actually hasn't played since the PSL in June. So we talk about Tilaka and Husal Mendes and Dickwella not playing since June. Well, I'm sure Ben Dunk feels equally rusty.
Well, this is going to be an important time, important phase in this game, because Bhanuka Rajapaksa and Dunk are the type of players that can take the game away from you. They can punish you. Rajapaksa in particular is a punishing player.
And getting deep in his crease there, Dunk. He is used to batting in the middle order now. He started his career as a pure opener for the Hobart Hurricanes in the Big Bash League. Really burst onto the scene for Hobart. He was the top run scorer in the Big Bash in the 2013-14 season. Nowadays, very happy to come in at number 4 or 5. Well, that's a hard pull by Rajapaksa, long boundary, but he has cleared it comfortably. What a shot.
I told you, he is a punishing player. At that pace, Rajapaksa will enjoy it. That was easy. Over square leg for 6. Bhanuka Rajapaksa, well, announcing himself, and that is the strategic timeout.
We found a movement because we believe you shouldn't have to choose between a great watch. That's why we give you both.
Cricket lova kalamba, pitiya yali sarasa, ekuva jaya gamu, lova ma jaya gamu, sinhanada batura.
Premier League 2021.
The number one T20 bowler at the moment. He's got 4 overs left and he's on to bowl now. Let's have a look at how the wickets have fallen then. Initially Gladiators in his first game back in 6 months. A couple of 4s in his first 3 balls, and then that happened his 4th delivery, straight up in the air. Similar end for Kusal Mendes, beaten the pace by Jaden Seals. Good catch by Ramanullah Gurbaz. Good battle between Tikshana and Mohammad Hafiz. Tikshana won it. In the end, Hafiz losing patience. And that ball turned a little bit, caught the inside of the bat. Since then, a partial recovery between Dunk and Rajapaksa. They've put on 26 so far. And now they have to deal with the main man as far as Jaffna are concerned. Starts with a googly.
At the moment, this is the big moment, because Sri Lanka and now even the Jaffna Kings seem to have a plan with Wanindu Hasaranga, and that is to use him in the second half of the innings. He really doesn't come on in the first 10 overs, but he's very good in this part. But he's a wicket-taking bowler. He's someone who's very accurate, and he's got a lot of wickets. And that's how he stifles the rate of scoring. And he's earned his stripes with the way he's achieved at the international level.
Shot hammered, bisecting that gap at deep square leg and mid wicket. It's a good start by Banu Rajapaksa. Just like Wanindu Hasaranga in T10 cricket in Abu Dhabi, was in superb form, continuing his good work.
Rajapaksa is the type of player who can hurt you. He can hurt you. And the Jaffna Kings will have to be very watchful with Bhanuka Rajapaksa. He can take this game away from them. Such a striker of the ball.
Again, another googly. Quick single. Well run in the end.
What 48 hours for Wanindu Hasaranga. Played a T10 game yesterday for Deccan Gladiators. Champions. Flies over this morning to Sri Lanka. Turns out for his new franchise. What fantastic professional.
Well, playing like he is at the moment, I think I'd want to play as many games as possible. Player of the series in the Abu Dhabi T10. Top wicket taker in the World Cup. Well, that was actually in the air, wasn't it? Wasn't too far away. Just got a fingertip to it, Hasaranga.
He's enjoying the moment. He's in big demand, so why not? He's doing the right thing. He's strong, he's young, he's vigorous.
He's dragged that one down though. No timing at all from Rajapaksa. That's the tricky thing with Hasaranga, is he's so skiddy, isn't he?
And also look at Samit Patel, who's due to come next. I remember right, got him a couple of times in the last season. And then we got Isarudana. And Lairu Madhusankar has
that time. It's gone over cover. Good shot that by Ben Dunk. Waited patiently. He's going to finish the over with a 2. So we're halfway through the innings. The Galle Gladiators 77 for 3.
This is my wallet before, and this is my rich wallet.
It's smaller, lighter, and a lot more convenient than my old leather wallet.
And helps me get rid of all the junk that I've collected over the years.
The Ridge is a huge upgrade. Get your Ridge wallet at ridge.com.
Dunk just warming up, 17 or 15. Let's look at the scorecard. Few starts. Gunathilaka very unfortunate in the first over. Then few starts for Mendes and Hafiz not going on. Wabrias is back. Pulled a solitary over, went for a few runs. 13 in the first over.
And so am I. I'm back to Roshan. HD Ackerman joining you in commentary.
Tears of joy. Lovely to be sitting between the two of you. What entertainment.
Partnership gradually building. 36 off 27, they needed that after losing those 2 wickets. Extra pace, that's what you need against Bhanuka Rajapaksa. Now Wahab Riaz can give you that. I just thought for a moment Thisara Pereira might have given Jaden Seals that 3rd over, because a wicket here really puts the Galle Gladiators on the back foot.
Difficult for Wahab Riaz to bang it in though. We know he likes to bang it in, but with fine leg up in the circle, that would be very risky.
Clever, very clever. 1 bounce for 4. Fast bowlers would look to try and bowl back of a length to Bhanuka Rajapaksa, would look to try and bowl straight and at his helmet or shoulder, but he was very good. Great improvisation. Just got inside the line. That ramp was brilliant.
He does have good shots. He is skilled, Bhanuka Rajapaksa, and you'd like to think that he's worked on his weaknesses as well. We're talking about the short pitch delivery. We're talking about the extra pace. Nice. That's nicely picked away. Back-to-back boundaries. That's what you want from your captain.
It's clever batting. Very smart batting. The ball before, using the pace that Riaz has delivered to get it up and over the sort of gully region. This time, understanding that fine leg is up in the circle and just trying to get inside it to just flip it away. There is a deep square leg, but he's got no chance.
Yeah, the fielder there, Tom Kolakandamo.
That's Cadmore.
Tom Kolakanda. You have a lot of that for breakfast, don't you, Roshan?
I would say anything. Looking at HD, I'm not going to say anything.
Nicely played. This is quality batting from Bhanuka Rajapaksa.
He's just simply carrying on, continuing his excellent form from that Abu Dhabi T10. Well, he's someone who can hurt you. We've seen him do that, and he's on display here, punishing anything loose.
It's a great indication of how good this pitch is as well, because that is just guided and used the pace of Wahab Riaz to get it behind point for 4. Not quite that delivery, not quite ready, but this is real quality batting. They needed this as well. They needed the acceleration because things had become a little bit becalmed after the first 6 overs.
48 off 31, the partnership. Yes, that's 4 more. That brings up the 50 partnership. This is very, very good from Rajapaksa. But I don't think we can say the same about Wahab Riaz.
Not great bowling, really not great bowling. He's been hit for 4 consecutive boundaries. He's now gone for 29 and still we got an over. Short fine leg in and simply inexplicable. That line and length.
He tried to bowl a slower ball bouncer there though, because he's run his fingers down the side of the ball. But the problem is it's going down the leg side, it's short and it's helped on its way. Final ball of the over.
He gets that through, that ends the 11th, 93 for 3. Bhanuka Rajapaksa, a treat out in the middle.
Come boys.
Yes, the Galle Gladiators moving on. That's what they're playing for. Very good. Fielding's been pretty good. Prime Minister of Sri Lanka, Honorable Mahinda Rajapaksa, and the Sports Minister. Long on waits, takes it. Wanindu Hasaranga gets the breakthrough for the Jaffna Kings.
His 100th wicket, and that's what he's there for. He's a wicket taker. And once again in his second over, Dunk was looking to threaten. He was looking to take the bowling apart. And Wanindu Hasaranga rises to the occasion.
Hands like buckets, Tisera Pereira. Ben Dunk, 17 off 17. The Gladiators are 93 for 4. Samit Patel's the new batsman, will be on strike. Lots and lots of experience there. Wanindu Hasaranga, that was his 100th T20 wicket. The fastest Sri Lankan to get to that landmark.
Ben Dunk's just looking ahead. Every single delivery that he's faced for 6. Sometimes he comes off, sometimes he doesn't. Tonight, not his night. Holes out.
Now, mind you, these are big boundaries. Playing somewhat to the centre of the pitch. It'll be a good 70-metre hit in every angle. Rajapaksa, he's in the middle though. Mentioned Prime Minister of Sri Lanka and also the Sports Minister. Oh, hammered. That's high, that's high. Oh dear, gets just enough. Takes on the deep mid-wicket field. Avishka Fernando, we thought he'd had it. But he goes over and brings up the 100 for the Galle Gladiators.
Yeah, for a moment it looked safe. Avishka Fernando appeared to be really stationing himself under the ball and got the feeling that he had got both hands to it. Worth taking another look. Bhanuka Rajapaksa, another mighty blow. We're talking about how big the boundaries are. It's 100 for 4.
We've all felt pressured into buying a store's overpriced electronics warranty. Upsy offers affordable and reliable warranties for all your electronics and appliances. Visit upsy.com today.
Overbalance, and in doing that, he's actually just put the ball down, dropped the catch.
General Shavindra Silva, Correction De Silva, also among the dignitaries here at the ground today. It's the first game of the LANKA Premier League. Just not being able to finish what I was trying to say. Honourable Sports Minister Namal Rajapaksa is also here. Bhanuka Rajapaksa interfering by hitting boundaries all the time. Turanga Lakmal. Just a 1 over for him earlier. Now it was a difficult one for Avishka Fernando because it was very high and the trajectory was such that it was coming right down. On second thoughts, you could think that he could have planted himself right on the edge, but it came down with ice.
I think what HD said was right. His assessment, observation is right. He was conscious of the boundary rope, that is. Oh, on the bounce. The fieldsman had shot mid-wicket, just a touch late.
Bottom of the bat. Mahesh Deekshana's initial reaction was that he held back. Back of a length seems to be a length that's working for the faster bowlers.
Is it because it's sticking in the wicket, or is it because it's actually going through?
I think it's going through. I think when you bend your back, not bowling short, but just short of that back of a length area, you're getting something. Did you notice Samit Patel talks to himself when the bowler's running in? Wonder what he's saying.
There used to be a West Indian batter called Carlisle Best many years ago. I watched him shout at his bat after getting out. He blamed his bat. He said, I look after you, I oil you, and then you play an irresponsible shot like that.
I think you need to give him some Kolakanda.
That's a good one. So it was the bat that got him out.
He was an amusing man. He could play.
I think Virendra Sehwag used to sing a lot. I'm not sure whether it was done when the bowler's running in. But it's just keywords that batsmen use. Probably, come on, or watch the ball. Something simple as that, just to help you focus on what's coming at you.
It's a good comeback by Suranga Lakmal. Been 4 dots already, stifling the rate of scoring. Make it 5.
Yeah, the question is now, how does Lakmal go about this final delivery? Does he try to get another dot, or does he try and bowl a delivery where he may have to surrender a single, but you would think, well, that's a very successful over. What does he do? How does he go about it?
Be greedy, go for that dot. As you can see, Samit Patel would want to get a move on, because if he's not even rotating the strike, that would put pressure on Bhanuka Rajapaksa. Long on, long off has gone out, and the third man comes into the circle. Pitch it full. Tom Collett had the more. Just a single. That ends a very good over. 101 for 4.
Here's to hard workers, the holding down 2 jobbers, the making the paycheck stretchers. Here's to the bad to fair credit scores, and those bills were just a little bit laters. At Good to Go, we see you. We know you have the drive, you just can't afford to drive. Good to Go is here to give you auto insurance when others won't. For as little as $20 down and low monthly payments, Good to Go makes it easy to get approved, insured, and back on the road fast. Get the coverage you need, instant proof of insurance, and be on your way. We know you're going places. Let us help you get there. When others say no, we say you're good to go. Visit goodtogo.com.
Seven bowlers used. Mahesh Deekshana, he opened the bowling. 1 for 14 his figures. He's come back to finish off. So Wanindu Hasaranga, who's bowled 2 overs, has been held back by Thisara Pereira. The crowds are in, 50% allowed. It's good to see them. The atmosphere will build. Yep, that will be called a wide.
It's always good to have crowds. There is no sport without fans. And the last year's LPL was played before empty stands, and that was understandable. Thankfully, things are turning, things are different. And fully vaccinated persons are allowed into the ground, and only 50% of the capacity. But this is really, really good news. Good to have them coming. Till not full, we do know that our Premadasa has a magnificent atmosphere when it's full. The crowd just goes wild with those lights, shouting and singing and dancing. I think we might have some of it as the tournament progresses.
The potpourri bands to come in, and the cricket's played to the beat of the drums. He's shouting. He's heard you. Round the wicket to Tikshana. Rajapaksa is the key for the Galle Gladiators. The run rate quite healthy. 4 wickets down means plenty batting to come. Another wide from Tikshana. He's trying to bowl tight on the pads of the batsmen, not giving them room to play their shots.
What is interesting from a crowd's point of view, Russell, is to find out who they're supporting. I simply don't know where their loyalties are.
They're with you. Tripped. Nice little drop kick. It's our man, Tom.
Go on. Go on. You started using that name wrongly. Now you've forgotten the proper name.
That's what Samit Patel needs to do. Rotate the strike, get Rajapaksa on strike. Tom Kolakadno.
Well done. That was a great effort. That was a great effort.
Bowling to his field, you'll say at this stage, if you can get away with a runner ball as a bowler, I think you're doing a good job. Projecting forward 9 and over gets you to 164, 176 at 11. Around that 170 mark is needed. Dew can be a factor later on. One of those variations we have seen from Tikshana many times. The flags on top of the scoreboard, they are still as ever here. HD, that means there's no breeze at all. More chance of dew coming into play. Last ball of the 14th over. And the players will have a break, I'm told. It's part of being strategic, get the coaches out there. Let's have a chat, let's see where we can go with this game. The fielding side called for one earlier in the innings. The batting team's calls for the one now. 14 gone, 108 for 4, and it will be...
This is my wallet before, and this is my rich wallet.
It's smaller, lighter, and a lot more convenient than my old leather wallet.
And helps me get rid of all the junk that I've collected over the years.
The Ridge is a huge upgrade. Get your Ridge wallet at ridge.com.
New Zealand Tour of India, live on Willow.
108 for 4, 6 overs remaining in the Galle Gladiators innings. Bhanuka Rajapaksa is the key. The captain is on 43 and striking it so well. But for the Jaffna Kings, their go-to man, one into Hasaranga, changes ends. Oh, great fielding, great fielding. That's been a feature of the Kings' effort, except for that tight drop catch in the deep, which went for 6.
Just the 2 sixes in the innings, which is an indication of how big the ground actually is.
It's been so good, one into Hasaranga, whatever team he plays for, in whatever format. We're talking white ball cricket. With bat, with ball, he's grown with every game that he's played. Now this will be the real challenge. Rajapaksa against Hasaranga. He needs to wake up.
Batting left, Madhushanka, Udana, Pulina Tharanga, they can all wheel the willow. Over the top. Great cricket. 1 bounce, 2 bouncers into the boundary. Bhanuka Rajapaksa just opening some spaces up for himself.
Rongan tossing it up. Rajapaksa up to it. He gets outside leg stump and hits the top of short extra cover. This is superb batting. Generally, you won't find a fielder behind that man. He's trying to buy a wicket. Rajapaksa has answers. Off the over, 1 ball remaining of the 15th.
You see, the clear plan was to try and bowl it at leg stump. He doesn't want to give Rajapaksa any room, but he met his match, gave himself that room to get it over extra cover. He'll prefer this at Samit Patel, the right-hander.
Good length. Patel unable to work with it. 114 for 4 after 15.
This broadcast being watched right around the world. In India, you can watch us on the Sony Sports Network, Pakistan on A Sports, in Australia, beIN, Fox Sports, Kayo Sports packages. In the UK, we're on the Free Sports channel, T Sports in Bangladesh. Here in Sri Lanka, Supreme TV and Daraz, and Willow TV if you're in America or Canada. But a global reach, the Lanka Premier League this season. What score can the Galle Gladiators reach? 5 overs to go. Rajapaksa on 48 off 27.
Yeah, the captain is fighting hard to take his team to a fighting total. Batted beautifully for his 49 runs from just 28 deliveries. Still a long way to go. Galle Gladiators to get to a decent total.
It's nice setup for Isrudan. Lairu Madhusanka could use a long handle. Samit Patel, someone that saw how good he can be in even last year's season.
Makes room, finds the gap. Well played, Samit Patel. Needed that boundary and struggling to get going. And no man down there on the boundary.
A bit of pace helped him on that occasion, and that room outside the off stump. Just stayed inside the line of that delivery to be able to hit and place the ball behind square on the offside. That's a pressure reliever as far as Samit Patel is concerned. A bit of advice from Haranga to his senior partner, Lakmal.
It's much of a slow ball bouncer. And its pace was unused. Nicely used by Samit Patel. As you see, short third man being dropped down. Deep third, and the long off field coming up.
Yeah, at one point it was going to be long on coming up. Long on has remained on the boundary. That's full, and that's pummeled down the ground by Samit Patel. But there is cover there. Tom Kohler-Cadmore, TKC.
Tom Cadmore.
How about TKC? That solves everybody's problem. Now that was nicely hit. Powerfully hit. But the placement wasn't there. That's why only a single. Just one run away from a well-deserved 50 for the captain, Rajapaksa.
He comes down, meets it on the full, and he's going to pick up at least one. That's all he required to get to 50 off just 29 balls. The first half century of the 2021 LPL goes to the Galle Gladiators skipper, Bhanuka Rajapaksa. Well played.
Captain's knock. Bhanuka Rajapaksa had been in good form since the World Cup, the T10, and carrying his good form in today's game. And also Suranga Lakmal, how crucial is going to be just from the test court straight away, coming and playing T20. Not easy. With experience, someone can do it. That's Suranga Lakmal for you.
Found the gap again, Samit Patel. He's going to pick up at least two here. Wahab Riaz does the feeling, and Suranga Lakmal is down. Bit of a nice rink out there.
But not out. Yeah, he's starting to find his feet. Samit Patel found it very difficult to get off square. Yeah, he was offered a bit of room outside the off stump. Capitalized on it, on that, and now just maneuvering the length for a couple of runs. Has been a good over for Gladiators.
9 runs so far.
Slower ball again. Again, Patel backs away, frees his arms. Oh, has that been fielded? I think he might have touched the boundary there, Tikshana.
His body language seems to, he has given up already. Which Rapalya Guru will have a look with the third umpire.
Well, that was a valiant effort. He tried his level best, but I think his left foot might have touched those boundary triangles. Yes. First lapse of fielding in the second edition of LPL. Fielding has been good in this game before this happened. Yeah, signal for end of the over. It's 127 for 4.
Hasaranga to bowl out. Tosses that one up. Invitingly for Bhanuka Rajapaksa. It's another maximum. That's a real strength of his.
That length is a comfort food for Rajapaksa. Although it was a googly but well read and sent on its way for a huge 6. That's excellent batting.
Massive, wasn't it? Right into the crowd. Banu Rajapaksa plumbing the #1 T20 bowler in the world.
Oh, that's gone straight up in the air though. Is this the end of the captain? Gurbaz steadies himself and pouches an easy catch. Fantastic innings comes to an end, and relief for Jaffna.
You have to show some respect to Hasaranga. You can't keep on repeating the dose. Once again, he wasn't afraid to bowl that googly, although Rajapaksa backed away from the stumps to be able to hit the ball through mid-wicket. Not successful this time around. But Hasaranga prevailed, got rid of in-form Rajapaksa. They can breathe now. Jaffna Kings, 133 for 5.
Oh, what a delivery that is. Has he got a little touch on that? Big appeal. Hasaranga's convinced, so's Gurbaz. They're going upstairs.
With the naked eye, I thought the bat was nowhere close to the ball.
TV umpire director, we have a player review for court. John Felician is not out. Please start with the front foot. No ball, please. Okay, fair delivery. You can move on to front on spin vision. Yeah, it appears to be a pass close to the bat. Cannot confirm anything on that. Give me alternates to confirm whether any bat involved. Okay, roll it. Roll it. Keep rolling it. Roll it past the bat. Okay, it's a flat line where the ball passes the bat. No bat involved. Give me the on-field umpire. Kumar, you can stay with your original decision. I will let you know when you're on screen. Yeah, you're on screen.
A communication issue, I think, between standing umpire and third umpire, but the end result, Mr. Hell was right. Nowhere near ball.
Actually, Dharmasena. Good umpiring.
Important 3 deliveries coming up. Running to Hasaranga. I think with the tail end is coming in. Can't call this Rudana tail ender. I think he's still a good batsman. This is Banu Rajapaksa going for another big one, a googly. This time the #1 bowler prevails and says a goodbye quietly.
Was indeed a very good catch, well judged.
Samit Patel struggling a bit in this over. The world's #1 T20 bowler on top of him. Have a look at that catch again. Slightly unconventional technique here. Well, as you know, he took it right in front of his eyes. I'm talking nonsense. Very good technique.
Yeah, Gurbaz, just from T10 as well. Played really well. Batsman of the tournament. Had a decent LPL last year as well, playing for the Kandy franchise.
Good over that. Went for 6 the first ball, 1 run and 1 wicket off the final 5. 1-3-4 for 5.
We've all felt pressured into buying a store's overpriced electronics warranty. Upsy offers affordable and reliable warranties for all your electronics and appliances. Visit upsy.com today.
That'll get them up to 164. Suru Udana padded up, ready to go. Signed in the player draft. He could play a big role. He can hit the ball down the order.
Jaden Seals, 2 overs left, not surprisingly, coming to the second spell. Someone that we spoke about, surprise, not taking the new ball, but with his pace, with someone handful, especially against the local players, not used to facing 135, 140 in these conditions. And also, Jaden Seals would like this struck as well. There's some bounce. I'm pretty sure he'll test the middle of the pitch as well.
He bowls great lines. Cramps the batsman.
Into the pitch straight away. He switched end, Seals.
And he's got the ability, Maruf, to bowl those slow ones as well. Slow bounces, slow short pitch deliveries.
Definitely. Did see his repertoire in CPL. Bowled really well for a 20-plus-year-old fast bowler. So great maturity. Even when he saw during the West Indian warm-up, the 2 test series, when he was warming up during lunchtime, was bowling in the middle, how quick he was, the Yorkers, the slow balls. For 20-year-old fast bowler, he has come a long way.
Yeah, he's got a quick arm action, hasn't he?
Well, again, banged in short. Perhaps a bit of two-paced carry there. So Seals looks like he's going to bowl this over and the 20th over. The big question is, who bowls the 19th over? You'd normally say definitely Wahab Riaz, but his 2 overs have gone for 29.
Yeah, this is the luxury captain has. Too many bowling options. Obviously, he might go with the experience of Wahab Riaz. Short pitch delivery. Once again, not allowing the batsman to free the arms. That's where this youngster has made the difference. That's why he's economical and picked up an important wicket too.
Surang Lakmal is an option for the 19th over. Has a decent outing, 26 of 3 overs, picked up a wicket off Danushka Gunatilaka.
Well, that's a good slower ball bounce, a good disguise on that. Completely bamboozled Samit Patel, but been called a wide. I wonder if that was a bit unfair on Mr. Seals.
Yeah, he was perplexed, wasn't he? But this man wasn't. Anuka Rajapaksa came out with chilling clarity, backed his ability, took on the bowlers and produced an important innings of 50 for his side under pressure.
That's gone over mid-off off the back foot. It's going to plug though. Just a couple. Samit Patel, he hasn't got his timing right all innings really.
Looking for a short delivery with the mid-off up. Just thought Samit Patel was premeditated to play down the leg side. But bamboozled by Jaden Seals, who pitched it up, and Fisher Bharat with a good chase, saving 2 runs for his team.
But still was a good shot. He had to reach for it and he was able to hit the ball into the vacant area.
Full again from Seals. This time he beats the man on the inside. A much needed boundary for Samit and for the Galle Gladiators.
Too many slow deliveries, Maruf. Was that the right idea?
Inexperience. This time having mid-off up and bowling it too full. Swatted by Samit Patel. This is good stuff. But the experienced Englishman putting the West Indian under pressure.
Once again spotted that slow delivery very early. Samit Patel